So before we get into the video, let me give you some behind the scenes of the channel's past few weeks. If you're new to the channel, I typically post videos on Call of Duty Zombies, and one of the goals for the channel this year was to play through all of the non-Treyarch Zombies modes and make videos documenting my experience with them. As of right now, none of those videos have been uploaded. I've recorded all of the footage and it's all sitting on my hard drive waiting for editing. The first video is sitting in my editing software right now, but I haven't made any progress on it. The reason? Cities Skylines. Hey everyone, how's it going? I wasn't anticipating making a video on this game, but I can't finish the video I was planning on making, and I've been playing this game all day for the past week, so I figured I'd make a video on it instead. Cities Skylines is a city builder, which is a genre of game I wasn't familiar with until very recently. A live streamer I watched stumbled upon the game, and after watching him play for a few months, I picked up a used copy for $15. In 2 months, I've already put nearly 8 days into it. For context, I have about 10 days in Halo Infinite, a game I've been playing every week for 10 months, and at this rate, Cities Skylines will eclipse my Halo Infinite playtime before the end of summer. My productivity at work and on YouTube has slowed to a grinding halt. Cities Skylines is ruining my life, and I love it. So what's this game about? In Cities Skylines, you're given a plot of land, highway access, and a whole bunch of money, and your goal is to build a functional city. Seems simple enough. You build a road off a highway, get your water and power lines connected, designate some land to be used for housing, and start your city. Houses start popping up and things are going well, but now you have demand for commercial and industrial facilities. So you zone more areas and businesses start popping up, and then factories start popping up too. So you continue expanding your city and you unlock the ability to use landfills, schools, and medical centers, so you start building those. And now that your city is even bigger, you have access to police and fire departments, specialized industries, city and district-wide policies, and then you realize you can afford those things quickly by taking out loans and changing your tax rates, so you mess with those and expand your city even further to meet the additional demand. And then you unlock higher levels of schooling, landscaping, canals, and about 1 billion different types of parks, so you add in a high school and a ton of parks and trees to make your city look pretty. And then you realize adding the parks and making your city look nice increased the land value, and that made your citizens happy. So you keep adding more parks to meet that demand. Because you met that demand, now you have access to even bigger roads, more policies, more healthcare options, and more power options. So you expand and refine your city even further, and before you know it, the entire day is over. It's now 3 in the morning and you haven't ate anything all day. As you can see, things can get out of hand pretty quickly with this game. The game gives you a simple task and expands your responsibility over time, and it creates this snowballing effect. There's always something to do. You're constantly adapting, altering, and expanding your city to fit the needs of its citizens. It's like a slow burn of mental stimulation. This is not a fast-paced Twitch shooter, but rather the slowest game of whack-a-mole combined with the creativity and artistry of city planning. Its unassuming, captivating power reminds me a lot of Minecraft. You have Minecraft explained to you and you think it must get boring really quickly. Without an end goal, you assume you'll play for half an hour before getting bored. But once you do start playing, you find the unrelenting urge to make bigger houses, craft better armor and tools, add farms and other amenities, explore the world around you. And before you know it, hours have gone by in what feels like an instant. Cities Skylines pulled me in the exact same way. As much as I love the game, there are a couple of things that I don't like. The first issue new players like myself will encounter immediately is the learning curve. This is my first city builder, so my inexperience with the genre is certainly inflating this issue, but simply figuring out what I'm supposed to be doing was a monumental task. This game throws you straight into the deep end, which might be what experienced city builders want, but as a newbie I had to seek out tutorials on YouTube just to know where to start. Mind you, this was after watching another creator stream the game for hours on multiple occasions beforehand. The only other issue I have with the game is the amount of DLC. This game was released in 2015 and was supported heavily since then, and by that I mean there's hundreds of dollars worth of expansions for you to learn once you've conquered the vanilla game. All of the DLC is fairly priced and offers a lot of value over the base game. If you started playing the game when it was released and bought the DLC when it was released, then this isn't an issue whatsoever. However, as someone who bought the game recently, I now have 7 years of DLC to catch up on and pay for. It can be a bit overwhelming. On a related note, as a console player, I have no way to access mods of any kind, which are extremely popular with the broader community. It seems as though most of the Cities Skylines community plays the game on PC, and combined with my current restriction into the vanilla game, it makes it very easy to get jealous of others' builds. Mod support has always been a massive drawback of console gaming, but it especially stings with this game. But those are my only issues I have with the game, and both are strictly related to the barrier to entry. While new players like myself will possibly dislike these aspects of the game, once you get past them, they're not something you even think about as a problem. In the DLC's case, they only provide pure upside. This is something that should absolutely be stressed to new players, because once you invest the time into learning how the game works and the possibilities with its DLC, the game is incredibly relaxing and enjoyable, never mind the cost-effective value the game provides. As I said in the beginning of the video, I was able to get the game cheaply, and without buying any DLC, I've already sunk a week into the game. If you want to get as much time played per dollar spent, City Skylines is a top-tier game once you learn how it's played, but getting over that initial hump is a challenge some won't be willing to overcome. It's their loss. As you can tell, I've really enjoyed my brief time with City Skylines. This game is without a doubt one of my favorite games of all time, and is only going to get even higher on that list of favorites as time goes on. I doubt I'll continue making videos on the game since this is not the audience I'm looking for with this channel, but if you've made it this far and are at all interested in the game, I highly recommend picking it up. At the very least, you know why some of the other videos I've wanted to make are taking a bit longer. It's not because I'm working hard, it's because I am terribly lazy. Well, those are just my thoughts. Of course, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, like the video if you made it this far, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.